I can't wait to talk to you about how to master the 30-minute session. I'm Merci Miglino, and I maybe have been a lot like you and thought you can't really effectively coach in 30 minutes. And yet, that's somewhat the expectation of masterful coaching. So, what is it about? Well, in a 90-minute presentation, a master class, it's very interactive. I sum up my 20 years or so of coaching and being coached and being a coach trainer and a mentor into this 7-step process on how to master the 30-minute session. And this, I think, is really important because many of us are coaching people in the workplace, and time has become such a high commodity that if we can have impact in less time, not only are you providing an exemplary service for your client, but you're also getting word of mouth out there about, wow, this woman is really amazing. She can get to the bottom line very quickly. Or this coach, he really has been, so helpful in such a short period of time. So what will we do? Well, first of all, let's take a look at this through a fun perspective. I have made mistakes and I have learned from them. And I can't tell you how much I'm encouraging you to bring some of your mistakes to this session and let's talk about it. Let's get a really robust discussion going about, things that you do that you're not sure are right or wrong. And we'll practice some of these approaches that I'm talking about. So that's a fabulous opportunity to demonstrate and participate in this 30-minute concept. So you'll learn about probably like 3 things. One is, how do we listen? Yes, we talk about active listening and coaching, but I have found that we listen to the problem and not necessarily the person. Like, what makes this a problem for this person? What's their perspective, their idea or thought that might be getting in the way? The second thing we learn are some laser techniques, meaning how do you say things crisply and reflect back in a succinct manner? And third, this is my favorite, how to overcome resistance to direct communication. Like many of you, I always hesitated to say what I was sensing or seeing for fear of either being wrong, upsetting the client, losing the client. And yet, that's exactly what we have to do. Be more direct in our communication. Not directive, but direct. Make it simple for someone to understand, but yet be powerful. And an example of that, and we'll talk a little bit about this, is metaphor. How do you use metaphor in coaching to bring forward what might otherwise be something challenging to bring to your client? Such as, here's a good one. It sounds like you're going to the hardware store for milk. What do you think? And you can see that I could even soften that more. Sounds like someone who goes to the hardware store for milk. What do you think? It's an offering. My client gets to do whatever they want with it. And I've distanced them a little bit from them. And yet we all know what that metaphor means. We're stubbornly trying to do something that doesn't look like it's going to change. So I welcome you to the How to Master the 30-minute session. I promise that we'll have a good time and we'll also learn a lot.